My name is Anmarie Calgaro. We are living a parent's worst nightmare. I learned that he was being treated like an adult in July of 2015. He'd shown up at the house driving, and I questioned him, "How are you driving without a driver's license?" And he said that he was emancipated. I didn't receive a phone call or a letter. There was never a hearing. I've received nothing. He gained the notice of emancipation through a legal aid clinic, Mid-Minnesota Legal Aid. They never contacted me or asked me any questions. They just took a statement from a 15-year-old, wrote it up, and gave him a piece of paper that he's been able to use ever since. And all of the information that he did give the legal aid clinic was all false information. He had implied things like living on his own for 6 months before this and having 2 jobs. And we went on a family vacation just a month before he received this notice, and we picked him up at Dad's and we dropped him off at Dad's, and we were gone for almost 2 weeks and traveling, and nothing was ever heard of this emancipation. I just learned that he obtained this piece of paper stating a notice of emancipation, and with that he was able to obtain all sorts of different things that were not under my supervision or consent. Being 16 years old, I just wanted to take part in what he was going through and help guide him along to make good decisions, healthy decisions. The scary part for this is that there's no age limit on this emancipation. He's 17 now, but he got this when he was 15 years old. And what stops other children? And then shortly after that, I had learned that he was supposedly receiving hormone replacement drugs, which came as a very big surprise as well. The research that I've done on these hormone replacement drugs and the answers that I've come to are severe. I've learned that they can cause sterility, meaning if he changed his mind later in life, he would never be able to have biological children.
The lawsuit that we're filing right now in the U.S. District Court is a federal due process clause claim. And what Anmarie is the mother of a minor child who, without her consent and without court order, has been able to get government funding for an elective medical procedure from Park Nicollet to change his identity, JDK's identity, from boy to girl.
I filed this petition for all families and all children to cause the courts to look at the wrongdoings of the different entities that have provided him services without consent. I think that every parent knows what it feels like at some point in raising children, whether your child doesn't come home by curfew or if you discover that maybe they've snuck out of the home, and this is something that we deal with continually. You're held responsible for your child in every other aspect of their life. You're held responsible if they're not attending enough school often enough, or missing too much school, or if you go to the doctor and they have poor nutrition. I mean, you're held responsible for almost every aspect of it. The law has got to change as far as the way that parents are informed about their children. We have the right to know. I hope to have my parental rights restored so that I can better guide my son into making decisions about his health and his mental health as well. I do this because I have 3 other minor children, and I do this for all parents to prevent this nightmare from overtaking their lives. And my most hope is that a law will be placed, the law will be changed that restores the due process order that parents so desperately deserve. Even the worst parents get a day in court, and it's not his fault that he received bad legal advice. And had I been a part of that, I maybe could have steered him in getting better legal advice, maybe. So that's my goal in that, and I hope to make a difference.